On August 14, 2025, officers were dispatched to Orlando International Airport after receiving reports of an active battery involving a disorderly passenger.
Punched the particular manager, broke 2 monitors, got denied boarding for her behavior.
Is she intoxicated?
No, she was on a flight that had it took off, had a maintenance problem, had the air return. Yeah. So as she was boarding the second flight, she got upset, and then it went from there.
194, what's 1012 with the subject?
Hi.
What?
What happened?
What happened is that I had a breakdown because this air.
Go ahead. Just keep talking.
Oh, okay. I've been waiting for this flight after 45 minutes. That I was here in the road after all the time that we need to wait, right? I was.
Get off the phone and tell us what happened. Tell us what happened, forget about it.
It's my mom. It's my mom.
Okay, so get off
Mira, madre.
Right away, we're seeing a clash between emotional distress and public behavior. The woman is clearly overwhelmed, mentioning her brother's condition, medication, and frustration. But here's the critical legal line. Emotional hardship does not excuse physical actions. In court, intent and emotional state can sometimes mitigate consequences, but they rarely erase them entirely. The moment she admits to hitting all the computers, we're no longer just talking about a bad day, we're entering criminal territory. Now ask yourself, if you were in her shoes, under that kind of pressure, would you have reacted differently? Or is this a case of emotions completely taking control?
How old are you?
She's 75.
How old are you?
I'm 46.
Okay, you can talk without your mom. So what happened?
So this is what happened. I get into a breakdown because I was talking with my mom at the hallway in a louder voice. So one of the guys come to me and is screaming at me that the people don't need to hear my conversation, which is I'm agree. All right? But right now I'm really frustrated. I am in medications. Just because my brother is dying, he's gonna be disconnected. I need to be there because he's gonna be disconnected tomorrow. It's not my problem. It's not my fault.
So what else happened?
What else happened? That I get angry and I hit all the computers and everything because I told them, okay, I can, you kick me out of the flight. Okay, that's perfect. But give me my money to buy another ticket in another flight, right? Because it's not my mistake that after 45 minutes, the Southwest be on the air, go back to NCO because one of the tires is damaged.
So what else after you hit the monitors? Then what happened?
Nothing happens. I calling you. Nothing happens. I'm being here.
Okay. Did you break a monitor?
This is a huge moment. She openly admits to damaging airport property, specifically the monitors. That admission alone can significantly strengthen the prosecution's case. Why? Because now they don't just rely on witness statements or video, they have her own words confirming the act. And when you combine that with potential video evidence mentioned by staff, it creates a near airtight scenario for criminal mischief charges. Also, notice how she tries to justify it by pointing to the airline situation, but legally, frustration with service doesn't justify destruction of property. So now the stakes are rising fast. Do you think her honesty helps her case or seals her fate?
Yes, I think, because I hit them with my phone. Right here. Mira.
You hit who with the phone?
I hit the monitors with my phone. I hit the whole monitors.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, hold on.
Excellent footage of him for kicking him and punching him.
There you go. Cool. Can I see that?
I also have it right here too.
Ooh, that's assault.
3 weeks. 3 weeks for my money, right? 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 3 weeks. 2 flights wasted. 2 flights wasted. 2 flights. 2 flights. 3 planes. After 45 minutes.
Great.
Is it a joke?
Call the police.
So you want to press charges?
Well, you got 2 views of it, so. Do you
You know how to work Axon?
Yeah. I just talked to my station manager, Raphael, and yes.
Okay, we're gonna write a statement for me? Yeah. Okay, and apparently she broke
Right over here. Right over here.
We just left it how it is. Like the monitor's ripped out of the wall.
Okay.
And then she hit me on the wrist with her phone and kicked me.
Okay.
Now things escalate even further because it's no longer just about property damage. We're hearing claims of physical contact, hitting someone with a phone and kicking. That shifts this into battery, which is a much more serious charge. And notice how quickly the conversation turns to pressing charges. That's a key turning point. Once a victim decides to press charges, the situation moves beyond internal resolution and into the legal system. Also, the mention of costs. Those monitors could easily push damages over $1,000, which elevates the severity of the offense. At this point, the question becomes, is this situation spiraling beyond control?
How much is this going to cost?
I have no idea.
Estimate?
Each monitor is probably $500. So I would say 1,000. Well, that's people with two, so that's probably another 200. So
Cool. Yeah. Hooker. Manager wants to press charges. Who's primary on this?
I want to press charge.
Okay, we'll settle that out. We'll settle that out. What happened? You want?
I want to press charge too.
Okay, we'll get you to write a statement.
Stop
Okay.
moving.
Stop moving. Just stay still. Stop. Don't do that.
because you broke that
Don't do that. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
and they broke my heart. And they
Okay.
broke my flight.
It's not a crime.
It's not a crime, Dad? No, that is not a crime, right?
Small area.
That is not a crime. To mess up with people's lives,
Yeah,
that
okay.
is not a crime.
All right, no problem.
That is not a crime.
You got ID?
Here's where another charge starts forming in real time, resisting an officer. Even though she's not being physically violent toward police, her refusal to comply, constant movement, and verbal resistance can still qualify legally. This is what's known as resisting without violence, and it's more common than people think. Many assume if you're not fighting officers, you're not resisting, but legally, that's not the case. The officers repeatedly instruct her to stop moving, and her failure to comply builds that charge step by step. So let me ask you, do you think the officers handled this appropriately, or did the situation escalate unnecessarily?
Stop moving. Stop moving.
Just release me.
Stop moving.
I will not stop moving.
Okay, I need you to stop moving. All right,
I have
come
my
on.
medication.
Let's go. Let's go.
Wow.
Walk with me.
Yeah.
Come on.
I hope you do that.
No, I just don't want you moving.
No, I just want that you do that
I want you to
your
move.
family members when they die. When they are dying. I have a good liar.
Come on.
Don't worry.
Come on. Come on, don't stop walking.
Okay. So what is the pace that I need to walk?
Right here. Stop for 1 second. Stop.
Okay.
Stop moving around.
Okay,
I'm walking
but
around
what
with
do you want me to do?
I want you to stand still. Yeah, I got a car down there. I'm just trying to remember where I'm going. There it is. I'm right down there. We can get the
I
paperwork
hope
down
you
there.
are proud.
I'm not proud.
Yeah, you are really proud.
I'm not proud at all.
If
Stop
if
squirming your arms.
Yeah, but
Stop
why you
squirming-
are squeezing me?
Stop
You
squirming your
are
arms.
squeezing.
Keep
You
on
are
walking.
hurting me.
Come on.
But you are hurting me. You're hurting me, man. I'm not resisting. Yes, you are. How am I resisting? You have me bent over.
Because you're squirming your arms and you're trying to get out of these handcuffs.
Okay, my lawyer is gonna see all the bruises.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is there an elevator over here
All the bruises.
Is there an elevator
All the bruises.
to get downstairs?
All the bruises.
I got her. Is there an elevator down here? All right. Come on, walk. Walk.
Oye, pero ya déjale. No me tienes que apretar, hermano. ¿Sabes cuál es el problema? Yo puedo caminar. Déjame caminar bien. Let me walk. Why you are still doing force on
Pushing
me?
up against back.
I am not resisting.
Okay.
This is the emotional peak of the entire encounter. She's shouting about her dying brother, accusing officers of abuse, and expressing deep frustration. And this is where public opinion often splits. On one hand, you see someone clearly in distress, possibly feeling unheard and desperate. On the other hand, the law focuses on actions, not just emotions. Courts may consider her situation during sentencing, but they won't ignore the behavior we're witnessing. This moment really forces a tough question. Should emotional trauma ever justify actions that break the law? Does accountability have to remain absolute?
I am not resisting.
All the
I'm
way
just
to the
trying to
back.
tell you that it's hurt.
All the way to
See
the
my
back.
hands already. I'm hurt. Yeah. I hope that
Stop.
that you're gonna take pictures of the bruises that you are creating on me. Because in any moment I'm be resisting. And I'm doing anything wrong. Just waiting.
Yo. So I'll come get him. Yeah. How do we get out of here?
Right there, door to remain closer. The stepping in. Open it. Right there. Yeah,
Stop pulling me.
Can you stop?
You stop pulling
You
me.
are pulling me.
Let's go.
You are pulling me. Abuser. You are an abuser. All of you are an abuser. Just abuser.
Stop. Stop. Stop.
Oh,
You understand? Stop pulling me. You're done pulling me. You understand me?
you are.
Walk
angry.
slowly. You pull me again, you're going to the ground.
Yeah, I know that what you want that I used to.
Against the car. Against the car. Walk to the car. Spread your feet. All good. This is not hard. You start pulling me around, we're going to have problems. One second. 1 second. Get in. Scoot over. Right there. You got any information on her?
That's Armani's got everything.
Salomit. All right. The airport. Are you listening to me? They're trespassing you from this airport. You cannot come back here for 1 year. Okay? If you come back, you are subject to arrest. You understand?
How am I gonna get to Puerto Rico to bury my brother?
You would have to take another airport.
My airport.
Miami, Tampa, Jacksonville.
How am I gonna get there?
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You have to figure it out. But if you come back here, you will be arrested if they want to press charges. Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
So here's how it all comes together. What started as a stressful travel delay turned into a full-blown legal situation involving battery, criminal mischief over $1,000, and resisting an officer without violence. The key factors: her own admission of damaging property, witness statements, and her behavior during the arrest. While her emotional situation wanting to see her dying brother adds a tragic layer, it doesn't erase the legal consequences of her actions. This case is a powerful reminder of how quickly things can spiral when emotions take over in high-pressure situations. Now we want to hear from you. Do you think justice was served here, or should her circumstances have been given more weight? If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.